Good morning, everybody. It's Bob from Mountain Crest Farm. Whew, it's a little bit earlier than I've been doing them lately. It's not real early, but it's a little bit earlier. I've got to go to the, don't have to go to the doctor, got to go to the hospital to get some tests done. Oh, no, this is a once a year thing. It's no big deal. Don't worry about it. Nothing to do with cancer, anything like that. So how y'all doing today? This is going to be a little bit short. Gonna have to leave for the doctor's office here pretty shortly, and just wanted to touch base with y'all, mainly because this might be the last video I do before the live stream Sunday. I'm not sure. I might get another one in, but just in case I don't, I wanted to do this one. Before I tell you the topic of the video, I'll tell you the other topic of the video. A topic I didn't even plan on this morning. I get up about 5:30. It's dark. And first thing I do when my feet hit the floor is get the coffee going. And take a cup of coffee and go on the front porch and have a cigarette. I know, don't even say it. I know, shouldn't be smoking. But I go out on the front porch, full dark, and have a cigarette until it gets too cold to. And while this morning is obviously pretty chilly, hence the jacket, it's not too cold to stand out there and smoke a cigarette. Drink my first cup and my second cup and my third cup of coffee. Oh me. But anyway, this morning I stepped out on the front porch and I'm sitting there smoking a cigarette and enjoying my coffee, and I hear a sound. It wasn't an unknown sound. It wasn't an unfamiliar sound. It was an unexpected sound. These pigs little piglets that I just had, that I'm down to the last two, they were born the first week of July. July 4th was on a Wednesday, and I think the mamas started spitting them out on Monday and finished on Thursday. 4 litters. At the same time that I moved those mamas down to where they raised their babies, they had their babies out in the pasture. I thought they were going to be another week before they got here, so they were up in the pasture. I had to move the babies down to the lower pen, and the mamas, well, actually, I let them stay up there for about a week, and till the babies were moving around real good. Then I just moved the mamas down to the lower pen, and the babies followed them. That's where the milk fountain was. And at the same time that I moved them down, which would have been the week after July 4th, I moved my other pigs who had been in the lower pen to the upper pen. Now the upper pen is where Roscoe, the boar, Bubba, a feeder barrow. The barrow is a boar that doesn't have any male parts left. A barrow that I'm feeding out for my son, and another pig that I'm feeding out for my freezer were. And down in the lower pen was Pork Chop. Now, by Pork Chop's name, you would think that Pork Chop was, you've heard me talk about Pork Chop before. You would think that she was destined for the freezer, and when I bought her as a 2-month-old piglet, that's where she was going. And about the time she got old enough to be going to the freezer, she also got old enough for Roscoe to get hold of her and got pregnant. And she started spitting out babies, and she spits out really nice little litters. Big litters, 12, 13 little piglets each litter, nice healthy babies, and she's a great mama. She takes care of them. So we just kept breeding her as a mama. Well, she's also a pain in the butt. She jumps fences, she digs, but she's friendly and she spits out healthy litters. Well, same time I moved the mamas and the babies to the lower pen, I moved her from the lower pen to the upper pen. Now remember, this is about the second week of July. That's important. I moved her to the upper pen, which means she was in with Roscoe. And I knew that when she got to smelling right, she's going to get pregnant. Well, pigs are pregnant. The gestation period for a pig, it depends on whether you talk to an old farmer or read the breeding books on pigs. They're either pregnant for 3 months, 3 weeks, and 3 days, or they're pregnant for 114 days. Same thing. I like the old farmer way, 3 months, 3 weeks, 3 days. Well, if I moved her to the upper pen with Roscoe, the week after my other girls had their babies, and I was bringing them down to the lower pen, if I moved her up there, I figured I was going to have piglets from her about the end of October. Okay, all that is to set you up for this. This is not the end of October. I believe today is the 11th. And I don't have any eyeballs confirmation of this, but back to what I was saying earlier, I stepped out on the front porch, smoked my cigarette, drank my first couple of cups of coffee, and hearing a familiar sound, I'll swear I think I heard the sound of babies. Because when they, after they're born and they've gotten some colostrum and everything and they go to sleep, when they wake up, they're hungry. And there is a, we are hungry and we want nipples sound that a litter of new piglets will make. And I'll swear I think I heard that sound. But it was dark. Couldn't go out looking for them. So before I started this video, I went out. And I wasn't going to walk all over the whole property looking for them. But I walked up to give the pigs some water. And sure enough, I didn't feed them. Because I knew if I fed them, Pork Chop would hang around while she ate. I just gave them some water. And sure enough, here come Pork Chop getting some water. And the other pigs. And she finished getting some water. And she's standing around like, feed us. Because I always feed and water at the same time. And she's standing around like, I want food. And I'm thinking, Pork Chop, I'm not feeding you. Because if I don't feed you, you'll go back to where you came from. And then I'll know where your babies are, if there's babies out there. Pork Chop is stubborn. This was all 15 minutes ago, before I started making this video. And I'm sitting here looking at Pork Chop. She is still standing right there, expecting me to put out some food. So, my ears, when it was still dark this morning, tell me I've got a litter of piglets that somehow is earlier than I had figured, because I was figuring on another 10 days to 2 weeks. Or I don't know what's going on. Maybe my ears are just playing tricks on me. I sure hope so, because I'm not ready for piglets. I've got some changes that need to be made up there before I'm ready for piglets. But anyway, that's the farm news. The YouTube news. If I knew I was going to get another video out before the live stream, I wouldn't tell y'all this. But since this may be the last one before Sunday afternoon, and I teased y'all yesterday, told you that a Yankee YouTuber was coming south, I'll tell you who's coming. And if y'all would spread this around to your viewers, the people, my viewers that have YouTube channels, I'd sure appreciate it. Let's get a crowd in here Sunday afternoon. And this is not definite. The YouTube creator that I'm talking about, another homesteader, is going to he's from New York, and he's going to a homesteading conference in Virginia. I think my video yesterday, I said he was going to visit another homesteader. No, he's going to a homesteading conference in Virginia, I believe. And then he's going to visit another homestead in Tennessee. And then he's going to visit a homestead in Alabama. And then he's going to pay a visit to Mountain Crest Farm. Now, this is the plans. They're not set in stone yet. And I'm not sure when he's going to get here. I'm hoping he gets here in time for him to be on the live stream Sunday. Maybe may not make it, in which case we'll make a video when he gets here Monday, and that video will be up next week, and I'm sure he'll have a video up on his channel as well. But anyway, I wouldn't tell you who it was until my next video, except I don't know if there's going to be a next video before the live stream. So, if y'all watch Thomas Schmitt Homestead Projects, if you know Tom, I know you know him, Mary Grace. If y'all know Tom or watch his channel, Thomas Schmitt Homestead Projects, he will be here Sunday or Monday. He will be here either for the live stream Sunday. That's what we're planning on. That's the loose plans at this point. Or he might not be here until Monday. But a Yankee comes south. A New York Yankee comes south. I know there's a huge difference between upstate New York and western New York and New York City. I'm aware of that. I've spent a fair amount of time in New York City. And I've spent some time up in upstate and western New York. So I know, you know, upstate people, except for the idiots in Albany, New York. Upstate people and western New York people, they're just like down here. Only thing is, they talk funny up there. We talk perfectly normal down here. But the western and upstate New York people, they're just country folk like us. I know that. They just talk funny, and we can overlook that. But y'all need to tune in Sunday afternoon at 6. Sunday afternoon, Sunday evening. It's getting dark earlier and earlier. Right now it's Sunday after 6 o'clock or Sunday afternoon, but going by darkness, 6 o'clock is going to be Sunday night pretty soon. But y'all need to stop by the channel here, 6 o'clock Eastern, Sunday, for the live stream. And you just might get to meet a Yankee in the South. Tom might be here. Tom and Don, they're both coming. Well, that's the story on the piglets, possible piglets today, and the story on what's going on with the live stream, maybe Sunday. So I've got to go finish getting ready to go to the doctor's office or go to the hospital, get some tests done. I will see y'all in the next video, maybe tomorrow morning, which y'all are going to see this on Saturday, so maybe Sunday morning, and I may not do another one until the live stream, but I will see y'all on the next video, whenever that is. And until then, have an absolutely awesome, awesome day. I'm going to the hospital, for heaven's sake. And if I can have a good day when I'm in the hospital getting tests done, then surely y'all can have a good day. It's real easy. All you got to do is remember that the tomb was empty and he is alive. Those two things, they help you have an awesome... Oh, I left out. If you like the video, give me a thumbs up. If you don't like the video, give me a thumbs down and explain the dislike in the comments so I can improve. If you're not subscribed, subscribe to the channel. Hit that little bell so you'll get notifications. And remember that the tomb was empty and that he is alive. That'll help you have a fantastic day. 'Cause I'm going to. I'll see y'all later. Bye.